I call Barbara Kuriga.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. It's a pleasure to take a call on the Agricultural Compounds and Veterinary Medicines Amendment Bill, second reading. So, as the previous speaker talked about tonight, those who spend the research money get the ability to get a return, and get a better chance of that with the proposals that are put forward under this piece of legislation. Because we in New Zealand, and particularly in our agricultural industries, want to encourage innovation, and the way this is set up now, it's actually starting to stifle innovation. So this bill strikes the right balance between incentivising the registration of products in the primary sector and encouraging competition in the agricultural market space. And we've heard a few arguments, particularly from members of the Green Party about, corporates and, having them taking over and all the rest of it. But actually, I think this is more about smaller players than it is about bigger players, because if you're a smaller player and you've got a good idea, isn't it just a better idea for us to give them hold on to their data for longer until they get a point of getting an advantage out of the money that they've invested into the research and development of that product? So it is designed to encourage businesses to register new products, and the current case at the moment is fairly marginal under the legislation that we have. So it impacts on the ability for Kiwi businesses to access the latest agricultural products available. And I have to make mention of the fact we talk about chemicals, and that sort of raises people's hackles, but actually there are chemicals that are involved in organic farming as well. And there may be some breakthroughs that we can find in technology in our future that can make a huge difference to the way we farm environmentally, that people might want to invest in now if they know that they can have a period of time where their data, where they can prove it and make some money about it. So we wouldn't want to stifle any investment that was coming our way in terms of environmental chemicals and products. The other example is that if a new product's registered for use on species A and then it's registered for use on species B, so for example we find another use for it, then it'll get an extra year of data protection. And then again, if that new product's then registered for species C and species D, there will be another 2 years of data protection. So during this new period, if another applicant tries to register a similar product, they'll need to go and develop their own supporting data, which I think is fair, and I have pleasure in commending this bill to the House. Thank you, Mr Speaker.